Hey guys, it's Poochie. This is my second video today. You won't be seeing the first one because, I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, I figured rather than eating my lunch today, I'd eat a little crow and say that in my first video, I'm not sure that I was right. I may have been wrong. So that's why I pulled it offline, because someone, Tony, I appreciate you posting. Actually, even though you ripped me a new one, I really appreciate you posting, because if I post anything that's wrong or inaccurate and you have facts showing that, or facts putting, my facts into question, then I definitely want to know about it, because I don't want to put anything out to people that's not factual. Let me explain to some of you. This video we're going to get into a lot of stuff about eBay flagging and item location and bans and all sorts of stuff on eBay. Okay, so just bear with me. Let me explain to some of you why I publish my information quickly. Okay. Some of you know, many of you may know, that in late June I had an account that was, we were selling $9,000 a day on eBay dropshipping. We were absolutely killing it. We could not keep up literally with the orders that were coming in. And then SKU Grid, which is a dropshipping software for eBay, they got their API banned from eBay for whatever reason. They told users like myself, here's a workaround that you can do. We suggest you do this. I did it. Bam, my account got banned. They were absolutely no help in getting my account back. I had to do that, team up with a group of other sellers to get our accounts banned after they were permanently banned from eBay. We worked very hard on that. But that's why, if I would have known that main eBay account that I was getting so much income from and was employing so many people were depending on me, right, for that account, that because they worked for me and on that account, so it's like their lives were all affected when that happened. So whenever I get information that I feel is helpful for people to avoid getting their account banned and losing their eBay income that a lot of people need. There's a lot of people doing eBay drop shipping who who can't do any other work. I've talked to them. They can't do any other work. They're disabled, or they have other problems or issues or predicaments, or they just want to stay home and work with their kids and make additional income. And a lot of people need that income. Okay, so when I find something that I think could possibly get people's accounts banned, like mine was banned, right, I like to jump on it and tell people as soon as possible, because I didn't have any warning. And so myself, I was fine, but the people who worked for me were not fine. I had to find different places for people to go and try to put people in different jobs, so they wouldn't lose their jobs and the income that they depended on and counted on. So that's why sometimes I kind of break things quickly, and I'll say, I'm not sure, I'm not positive, but I think it's not clickbait. It's not me trying to do entertaining content. It's me trying to help people. I do it for free. I have ads on my YouTube channel that give me diddly squat as far as income. They maybe allow me to buy some toys for my pack of dogs or dog treats once or twice a month is what I make. So that's not, I'm not doing it to make advertising money, income on YouTube. That's for damn sure. I do it to help people, and I do it because there aren't a lot of people who I don't think help others for free at no cost with nothing. I don't gain anything from it. I gain, getting, ripped online and having people not like me who are selling courses, but that's about it. So, having said that, please subscribe to the channel. I've noticed a huge jump in subscribers since I posted the video with the live 20-minute plus call to eBay that I posted. We had a huge jump in subscribers, so I really hope that that's helping people, and I hope that knowing my videos and knowing kind of what eBay is saying, kind of what people are experiencing, is helping. In my defense today, I was not awake enough to, I should have, that's why I usually do my videos when late afternoon or evening, because if you hit me in early morning, don't even try, but late morning or early afternoon, I'm still not awake enough to be coherent sometimes. I'm a night owl, so but it is later now and I feel like I am coherent. So let's just go through what we do know. Okay, here's what we do know. Many of you, eBay has stated that they have, the high volume sellers team has stated that they are flagging dropshippers and that they have retail arbitrage dropshippers and that they have an entire team that's working on that. Every eBay rep, and we talked to five within 48 hours, actually within 24 hours, said that it is item location is the biggest reason. There are other reasons. They said people leaving feedback that they got the item from Amazon was one reason. Returns is another reason. There's a lot of reasons, but eBay says the main reason is item location misrepresentation. So one of the people in the Poochie's Pack Facebook group, I'm trying to make this as brief as possible, but there's a lot of info, guys, so just bear with me, okay? One of the people in the Poochie's Pack Facebook group said that they received this message, okay? They said they had changed a bunch of their listings and called their suppliers and asked for the location and took my advice, and then they got this, right? And I went, wait a minute. You took my advice and then you got this, but apparently this, I said, that looks like something that eBay sends after you sell something. So had you sold that item recently? So this item that they got this, their listing removed, this is an item that they had sold recently on eBay, okay? Now, listen, your eBay listing has been removed. Item location misrepresentation. Okay, so the item's removed and they get a black flag on their account, a warning. We've determined that some of your listings haven't followed our item location misrepresentation policy. Therefore, we had to take the following actions. Listings that didn't follow our policies have been removed. A list of removed items is available further down in this email. We have credited all associated fees except for the final value fee for your listings. They don't do that if you're in a store because they say you have free listings, so they don't credit you for jack. We've noticed a mismatch between the item location you used in your listing and the tracking details associated with shipping this item. When a buyer purchases an item, blah, 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 right? If this information is inaccurate, a buyer can have questions about where the item was manufactured. Now, that might be for if you say it's US and China, but it's also for retail arbitrage dropshippers. So please update the item location field and any reference to the item location in the description of your listing so that they're accurate. Now, people are saying, well, you can list multiple locations or just say USA. Well, you can if you follow the other eBay policy, which states that you have to have the item in your inventory. Okay, you have to be in possession of the item, or you have to have an agreement with a third-party supplier or the supplier to be able to resell their item on eBay and they will ship it. Okay, so that's like a normal standard drop shipping. Like if you have a paint company in Florida that you reach an agreement with and you are drop shipping their items, then if you have an agreement with them, you can put that paint on, and if they ship it from 4 different states, then you can put multiple locations. Or if you have the item in inventory and you ship from multiple states, right, then you can put multiple locations. You cannot put multiple locations for retail arbitrage dropshipping because eBay does not want retail arbitrage dropshipping on the platform anymore. They're making that very clear. Okay, that's something I can say for sure. So anyway, this person, this seller, had their listing removed because they're doing retail arbitrage dropshipping. eBay checks the tracking against what the item location says. If you're in California and you say, and the tracking says it's shipping from New York, bam, eBay nails you, and now they're sending these out. Okay, this was directly from someone who received the email from eBay themselves. Okay, not a friend. Now here's another thing. Several of these were posted in my group, and I always ask permission before I share things on videos, etc. One of them I'm not going to here because it's kind of in relation to this one. This is, there is evidence on your account that you are purchasing items from an online retailer marketplace site after you sell the item on eBay and having that retailer ship the item directly to the customer. This is in violation of the terms and conditions section of our selling practices policies, which states items you list must be in your inventory or you must have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery of the item under the terms of your listing. Then it says, as a result, we've taken the following action on your account: indefinite selling restriction. This decision is final and all appeals will automatically be declined. Okay, so I believe that was USA. What I was told, and the reason why I deleted the other video, is because someone stated it's eBay Australia, and we know that eBay Australia banned dropshipping, retail arbitrage dropshipping last year. But it's going to get interesting, so stay with me, okay? Another person posted this, okay? And I appreciate everybody who posts in the group. I appreciate everybody who comments. If you have value and you're trying to share it with others, I really appreciate you posting in the group on Facebook and also commenting on YouTube, because that's how we learn and that's how we're going to get around this, okay, and beat this whole eBay thing, right? But if you look at this, it's the same email. Well, it's not the same, it's different, it's not highlighted, it's obviously from someone different, but it says October 26th. Okay, so this may be one from eBay Australia, okay? It may be, but it also says items you list must be in your inventory, or you must have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery. Okay, so even if these are eBay Australia, right? Let's keep going. I think it was a few weeks ago that I received this from a member of Poochie's Pack on Facebook. Okay, I have had multiple reps tell me all items have to be pre-purchased by the seller and the seller has to ship it only from the location matching their account. Okay, this is before the policy, the written policy on eBay USA, ebay.com changed. Okay, this person sent this to me. All items have to be pre-purchased by the seller and the seller has to ship it only from the location. Okay, this is what they were told, and now the policy has been changed. They were told this by an eBay rep, and now the policy has been changed to reflect that. They said they would rather have sellers have the supplier mail it to the seller than the seller send it to the buyer, rather than the supplier sending it directly to the buyer. They said even if it takes a week longer to get there, that's what they want. Okay, now keep in mind, this is before eBay's policy changed. Okay, now we're going to go over here. I posted this a while ago. Okay, it says the same thing. Items you list must be in your inventory. Okay, that's from eBay policy. Let me show you this, though. That's not important yet, because I'm going to show you that in a minute. What is important is, what are the guidelines? Make sure you follow the guidelines. Okay, if you don't, you may be subject to a range of actions. We may limit, I think this is a message that someone got on their account. We may limit, restrict, or suspend you from buying, selling, or using site features. All of your listings may be removed, displayed lower, or not shown in search results. So that's where the throttling of accounts comes in. They're either displaying you lower or they're not showing you in the search results if you don't follow their policies, and all their policies. They work together. You can't just say, well, the item location policy says I can have multiple locations. Yeah, but the selling practices policy says you have to have items in stock or be listing them from a third party in order to list multiple locations. Okay. You may, oh, my kid's home. I have to pause this. Hold on. Dogs are going to go crazy. I am so sorry for that. Every time somebody comes home, especially my kid, my dogs, my whole pack here goes crazy. Okay, so this is the throttling I was talking about, and I believe this was sent as a warning to a seller within the past week, maybe 10 days. Okay, now let's look at something. Here's where it gets really, really interesting. You know these suspension letters that were sent out to eBay Australia users, right? Okay. Just for shits and giggles, I went to eBay Australia. Okay? I went to eBay Australia and I said to myself, I said, self, I wonder if eBay's policies that recently changed are an exact reflection of eBay Australia's policies, where drop shipping is not allowed and you get suspended for drop shipping. Okay, so take it for what it is. I'm just saying. So those messages were for eBay Australia. Okay, this is eBay Australia. Okay, this is item location. This is eBay US item location. Include accurate item location descriptions. Hong Kong, China, Sydney, Australia, Omaha, Nebraska. Hong Kong, China, Sydney, Australia, Omaha, Nebraska. That's the same. What not to do? Provide incorrect or inaccurate item location information. Yep. State US, it says on US. State Australia. Inaccurate, vague, or misleading item locations descriptions, such as direct from manufacturer to, right? Direct from manufacturer to. Are you following me? eBay Australia says include item location information that doesn't match the information in the item location field. Okay, so you can't say it's coming from Florida in the description, and then in the item location field on your listing it says it's coming from New York. Okay, include inconsistent information in your return policy around the item location, which may result in higher return costs or confusion for buyers. Okay, same exact thing. So other than the US, eBay Australia item location policy and eBay US item location policy are exactly the same, because eBay US policy item location policy, as far as I know, just changed recently, and that is what I think this warning was for, is item location policy. Oops. In here, I don't know if that's item location or items must be. I think this is items must be in your possession. Okay, so let's go to that one. Australia, right? You have return policy, handling time, you have to do this, you're required to do this, you're required to deliver, pre-sale policy, items you list must be in your inventory, or you must have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery of the item under the terms of your listing. I'm busy. Why are people knocking on my door? They hear me doing a video. Okay, so again, items you list, it's a hell being popular, must be in your inventory, or you must have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery of the item under the terms of your listing. So you either have to have it, okay, or you have to have an agreement with a third party to fulfill your item. Items you list must be in your inventory, or you must have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery of the item under the terms of your listing. Is anybody seeing where I'm going with this? I mean, eBay policy, ebay.com USA policy just changed to be exactly what Australia's policy is. Does anyone see where I'm going with this? Okay, so nothing has happened yet. I don't want to scare people. I'm just saying, I don't want people to get their accounts banned. So if you look what's happening, people are getting a person, okay, that I know of, only one so far, because I haven't heard of anybody else and I don't go on to other sites, said that their listing was removed after they sold it because of item location misrepresentation. eBay has stated that the way that they are flagging dropshipping accounts, the main way is item location misrepresentation. You cannot, okay, according to eBay policy, you cannot say multiple locations or USA or be general, even though in eBay item location policy they say you can list multiple locations in the seller practices policy, okay? The selling practices policy. They state you have to have the inventory or you have to have an agreement. Let's look at exactly what it says. Is that it? No. This one's it. You have to have an existing agreement with a third party to fulfill the delivery of the item. Okay, so that means if you're drop shipping from a company like the paint company in Florida and they have 3 locations across the USA, you can say multiple locations. If you don't have that agreement with that company, which none of us have for Walmart or Amazon or anywhere else, you cannot say multiple locations. You can't do it. And if you do it, they're going to find out, and my assumption is you're going to have problems, you're going to lose your account or whatever. So if you want to play it safe, join Poochie's Pack Facebook group, because I can't put everything in videos, but there's a lot of information there to help people. Okay, we have a lot of suggestions and a lot of things to help people. I just want to make sure I'm not trying to scare anybody, because I think there are ways around this. Some people have said it's API software. API software is the way people are being banned. But here's the thing. Every eBay rep that I've talked to says no. I've heard from a couple people who have said after their accounts have been suspended that eBay then, because you call a different team after your account's been suspended. It's like the eBay, restricted accounts team or whatever. It's not just general selling reps. So after your account's been suspended or restricted, then you call in and you talk to this different team. And I've heard that they have been telling people you're using this software that is only used, that we know is only used by drop shippers. Now, I don't know if that's true though. So the only reason I'm saying it is because nobody's really sure about the API thing, because it's hard to pin down an absolute accurate answer as to whether it's a software. And a lot of people are still using drop shipping software successfully. A lot of people are talking about manual drop shipping now. Okay, manual drop shipping, people have been doing it forever, but here's the thing. You're going to have to list your location, and when your location doesn't match up, with where the item's coming from, then you're going to get this, right? And if eBay starts seeing that you are having cases opened for item not described or whatever, they've also said, and I don't know if this is true, but they've also said that one of the ways they're finding drop shippers is through the cases. I think I posted a phone call. I think that was in the 20-minute phone call with the eBay rep the other day. They're getting it from cases, item not received, and also using stock photos. If you use stock photos on items and you're getting Vero or complaints or listings removed because of that. But the main way is item location from what they're saying. So the rest of this is just, conjecture and educated guessing, I think. But I wanted to make sure that, when I post something that I find out is possibly incorrect, that I do take it down, and I do, apologize for the content. I didn't mean to mislead anybody, but I didn't know. I took it down right away when I couldn't confirm it. So this is my official retraction on that, because until I can confirm it, I can't say that. But I can say that it's really interesting that eBay banned dropshippers in Australia. Okay, proven fact. And now eBay USA has adopted the same policies, pretty much word for word, on item location and also selling practices, having the items in your inventory, and or having an agreement, a pre-existing agreement with a third-party supplier. So they've changed their policy to basically reflect exactly what is going on, and they're also sending out this, your listing is removed because item location misrepresentation. So in my opinion, it's time to be really safe on eBay. Better safe than sorry, because from myself, when you get an account that's banned or restricted, man, it's hard to get them back, especially if you get one, I'll do this, that says indefinite selling restriction. This decision is final and appeals will be automatically declined. It is really hard to get your account back once that happens. So join the Poochie's Pack Facebook group. There is a link below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you get updates. And I really appreciate, Tony, I honest to God appreciate you commenting, even though you're commenting. Your comment ripped me a new one. I really do appreciate your comment, because we all need to kind of keep each other in check, I think. And when we think someone's posting something that's inaccurate, let them know. I mean, let them know. I don't think what you're posting is accurate, and here's why, and provide the proof, because that's what we all need. That's where we're going to get the good information, and we're going to get around these problems. Again, I have several fixes that I have posted and other people have posted in the Poochie's Pack Facebook group. So if you want help, it's absolutely free. I don't charge for it. The group is free, and not only, it's like a really good think tank and to bounce ideas off other people too. So I hope this helped you, and I hope nobody gets their account banned, and we can all continue selling on eBay. I'll also be posting maybe a couple of other videos of where to get stuff kind of cheap that you can have in stock, so you don't have only dropship items that you're selling, because I think that's important too, especially if you're going to start a new account on eBay. So best of luck, everybody. I appreciate you. I appreciate my viewers, and I appreciate I don't want to say my viewers, that sounds dumb, but the people who watch my videos and comment, and mostly the people in my Facebook group that have been so helpful in figuring out what is going on with eBay and trying stuff out. It's much appreciated. Keep it positive today, guys. I appreciate you. Have a good one.